the time of year millions of students have been waiting for, graduation day. And college graduates entering the workforce this year may have an easier time getting a job than in recent years. Labor market research shows the lower the national unemployment rate, the better the job prospects are for graduates. For the class of 2015, the unemployment rate is just under 5.5%. That is much lower than what the classes of 2009 and 2010 faced. Then, the unemployment rate was hovering around 9.5%. And a lower jobless rate may also translate into bigger paychecks. Those entering the workforce during or post-recession receive lower pay to start, which can affect their future pay. Now, while most experts agree that a college education can get you further in life, the value of going to an elite college continues to be a widely debated topic. New research shows the race to get into an Ivy League may not be worth it. CCTV's Shraysi Tandon reports.
Where you go is not who you'll be. That's the title of author Frank Bruni's latest book, an antidote to the college admissions mania that sweeps the U.S. year after year. It's a sentiment that's often echoed by economists and researchers around the world, that the race to getting into an elite Ivy League school is not worth it. What's more important, the experts say, is how you maximize the years you spend in college.
I think there is too much obsession with particular university rankings. There's not a one-size-fits-all model for colleges. There's not one set of schools which is just uniformly better for all students to attend. I think part of the misconception comes from the fact that students who go to the most selective schools do, on average, tend to do better. But the evidence suggests that they would do better even if they went to less selective schools, went to their state schools, for example.
The value of a college education is oftentimes intangible. The knowledge you gain, the people you meet, and the opportunities you seize are hard to measure. But with U.S. student loan debt upwards of $1 trillion, researchers have now calculated that graduating with an Ivy League degree does not guarantee the best starting salary. According to a recent report from PayScale, the colleges with the highest starting salary belong to the U.S. Naval Academy, Harvey Mudd, a liberal arts college that specializes in math and physical science, and the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Other than MIT, which ranked 5th on the list, the top 10 colleges with the highest starting salaries are far from elite. They were instead top military and tech schools, turning out graduates that acquired skills in the field of math and science.
I think that students who think that their life is going to be made because they were accepted to a highly selective school are going to be very disappointed. They're going to make their own breaks. They will be responsible for their own success. Students who go to Ivy League schools and don't work very hard and don't learn very much are not going to be very successful in the job market, and employers will very quickly realize that the students are not as talented as they had hoped.
Take a closer look at the top 5 executives of the Fortune 500 companies. While some of them went to an elite graduate school, none of them attended an elite school for their undergraduate degree. It's the same case in point at the White House. But the majority of U.S. presidents didn't hail from the Ivy League schools. Among them, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, and Richard Nixon. Whether you want a plush corner office at a Fortune 500 company or perhaps even a seat at the Oval Office, research shows you don't need a degree from a prestigious university in order to have success. In fact, most sociologists and economists agree that it doesn't matter what college you go to. What matters is that you go. Shraysi Tandon, CCTV, New York.